Uh, Still learning this whole OBS process. One second. Okay. Oh, that's a bit better. Okay. So we finished chapter 3 here. So yeah, basically, Conley. I'm doing it again.
Hello? Oh my, yeah. I need a third monitor so I can have voice mod always open so I can see what voice is loaded up. Oh well. We're continuing. We're gonna do it. Interesting, interesting. Huh. That's... Huh. Oh. So you can listen to your left ear. Is it... feel like it's almost doing like a stereo thing? Maybe I'm just imagining it. Ah. Are we... what have... Oh.
The time allotted for you to dial has been exceeded. Please hang up and dial again. This is a recording.
Huh. Oh, this is a little bit different than what I was expecting. Hang up? Okay. Well, we have a phone number here. Can we do speaker?
Service provided by the Bureau of Secret Tourism. For a menu of our resources, press 1. If you have an extension to dial, press 9. For more information about our organization, press 3. If you don't remember dialing this number at all, press 5. To hear these options again, press 0. For a menu of our resources, press 1. If you have an extension to dial, press 9. For more information about our organization, press 3. If you don't remember dialing this number at all, press 5. To hear these options again, press 0.
Interesting.
For historical sites along the Echo River, press 1. For a guide to the river's flora and fauna, press 2. For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3. If you're holding a snake right now, press 4. To hear these options again, press 0. For historical sites along the Echo River, well, if you're dialed into this here informational resource, then you're a certain kind of beachcombing, bat-calling sightseer. So let's take a driftwood inventory. For a diver's guide to underwater islands, press 1. For forgotten places, press 2. For restless places, press 3. For what little we know of the Iron Pariah, press 4. For food and drink recommendations, press 5. To return to the main menu, press 6. To hear these options again, press 0.
Huh.
For a diver's guide to underwater islands, perhaps it's the violent displacement of natural gases. Perhaps the river tilts to face the moon, slowly changing the angle of its surface over time. Some sailors blame corked rocks. Whatever the geological explanation, the islands of the Echo River are mostly transient, rising and diving on some inscrutable schedule. The following islands are presently underwater. The Green Island, island of 350 and 440 hertz. Baucus Keys, Fishjaw Coral, Undocumented Island, the Doubtful Island. This list is current as of now. For a diver's guide to underwater islands, press 1. For forgotten places, press 2. For restless places, press 3. For what little we know of the Iron Pariah, press 4. For food and drink recommendations, press 5. To return to the main menu, press 6. To hear...
This is weird.
Secret tourism, forgotten places are the vital spark. Take no pictures here, nor souvenirs. Write no travelogues. We will discuss these places now in vague and qualified descriptions. For the town with no roads to it, press 1. For the silo of late reflections, press 2. For the monument,
oh my goodness, this is a lot of...
what it is, press 3.
What is going on here? Like, who are we?
For the town, I
Okay.
suppose it must have been an important event if we felt we needed to commemorate it. The monument looks like it was a lot of work to put together. I wonder if it was a happy occasion, something we were celebrating and didn't want to let go of, or if instead it was something so horrible that we never wanted to forget it, for fear that we'd accidentally do
Well,
it again.
it's definitely interesting. Yeah, I wasn't expecting the game to kind of go into like a weird first-person route. Huh.
For forgotten places, press 2. For secret tourism, forgotten places.
Yeah, so I guess this must tie into, I guess the previous chapter and the next one, I guess somehow. I appreciate the game's experimental forms for describing these things.
For the town with no roads to it, press 1. For the silo of late reflections, press 2. For the monument to something that we don't remember what... There is a silo so tall and strange that it can take years for an echoing word to bounce from bottom to top and then bottom again. If you wait patiently, you may overhear the conversations of earlier visitors.
Weird.
I once had an argument there with a dear friend, but I forget what it was about, and we haven't spoken since. Maybe I'll go find out someday.
I see.
For a diver's guide to underwater islands, press 1. For forgotten places, press 2. For restless places, press 3. For what little we know, the Iron Pariah is just what she's called along the Echo River.
Okay, yeah, I mean, this is kind of interesting. This is not what I expected. I don't know how much of this actually pertains to what we're gonna do next. I don't even know who we're talking to on the phone, or why we're even calling it.
What else? We know she
I'm guessing it's all pertaining to Kentucky Route Zero places.
She drifts along the water and commands a wide berth. Tourists, if you hope to document the Iron Pariah, I fear you will be disappointed. She has a beguiling way of vanishing from photographs. Steer to shore and let her be carried along in silence. Pilgrims, I wouldn't dare to interfere. For a diver's guide to underwater islands, press 1.
Oh. I wasn't expecting, I wanted to listen to more of it. I was just going to experiment with something. Hold up. I'm just curious.
Your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again.
Well, I was just curious. I was just curious if phoning the number here would actually... Huh. Yeah, I was just wondering if calling it in real life would work. It was definitely calling a number in Kentucky, but it didn't go through. Maybe it's because my plan doesn't cover calling Kentucky. I don't know.
So, where to? Wait, do I even know the song? Testing? Yes. Okay. So, where to?
I feel kinda overwhelmed. You know? Too many options.
I know. I just wanna just sit somewhere and draw or something.
Yeah. Work on some whittling. And some boards into scrap wood.
They mentioned the word silo.
How weird are we talking?
I think I've heard about this. It's huge. Like, what did they ever store in this thing? Huge. You know?
Worth a look.
Cool. Ready to go?
Let's just take a minute.
Okay, so we're in control of Ben, Bob, and Emily, which might be the most recurring tie-in characters I realize for all these interquel chapters, because in the act between 1 and 2, I think it's limits and demonstrations, you are the three of them touring a museum. In the entertainment chapter between 2 and 3, you're basically watching a stage performance through the perspective of an actor on stage, but you can also turn around and see Ben, Bob, and Emily in the audience. And now it appears in this one they are, I guess, doing some tourism. Oh, yeah, interesting. I wonder if any of this will carry on into the next chapter. Makes me wonder. Probably. But yeah, anyways. Before I continue dialing the phone and getting bombarded with options and probably getting even more questions out of it, I hope you're having a good day today. I'm doing well. Earlier today I recorded a little bit of additional footage for my finale episode of Lunacid. I felt I needed to because I butchered some of the audio during that final boss scene. I left the, much like the beginning of this episode, I left voice mod on during a tangent. But I also just kind of want to gush and express some sentiment about the game. I don't know if I really did that. I kind of got carried away just playing the game again for a bit. Not too much, mind you. Just discovering that there's secrets in that game under a full moon. And other than that, I printed off some documentation for, I guess, just work stuff tomorrow. I got a promotion on Friday. It's a bit of a pay increase for a management style position. I don't quite know how hard I'll be working, but I think I'm ready for a little bit more responsibility, and I definitely can use the money. So I basically will be in charge of coordinating people for the air and electrical department at my work, while also doing pre-delivery inspections. So I'll be actually hopping between 2 different bays, and I guess trying to keep people busy, as well as in case other people in my position, because there's going to be multiple ones, I guess I'll be in charge of, the air and electrical and pre-delivery inspection. There'll be one for welding, actually two people for welding, coordinating those teams, and then one for the assembly portion. But if any of those people are absent, I might have to step in and help, which, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I am the least qualified person out of everyone, but I figured I might as well try. I have management experience from my last place. So the least qualification part comes from me not knowing the product as much as everyone else. So I might be coordinating a team of people way more professional than me. I'll just have to express that, hey, I don't know as much as you guys, but I am here to make sure we're all busy and just keeping things moving along, and then I guess talking to management as it comes. All for an extra $1. That apparently doesn't even get the benefit of overtime. But, oh well. Anyways.
Hello. You have dialed into Here and There Along the Echo, a guide to the Echo River for drifters and pilgrims. This guide is a public service provided by the Bureau of Secret Tourism.
So the Bureau of Secret Tourism is a brochure we picked up at some point in this game.
For a menu of our resources, press 1. If you have an extension to dial, press 9. For more information about our organization, press 3. If you don't remember dialing this number at all, press 5. To hear these options again, press 0.
I just want to see what happens if I hit a random number. No.
So, you don't remember dialing this number. You just sort of woke up with the phone pressed to your ear, ringing on the other end. Or maybe you thought you dialed a different number, but your digits betrayed you. Or there's a faulty connection somewhere out there in that spiderweb lattice of phone cords that covers all of creation. It must be kind of a nice feeling, really. It's like you and I just bumped into each other in the street or a little cafe. Say, next time you meet a stranger, call us back at extension 7864 and hand them the phone.
Huh.
We'd love to get to know them.
That's...
Welcome home. For
7864.
historical sites along the Echo River, press 1. For a guide to the river's flora and fauna, press 2. For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3. If you're holding a snake right now, press 4. To hear these options again, press 0.
0. Even 0 is flashing.
So, you're probably not in any danger, but why are you holding that snake? If you're involved in an exchange of some kind, press 1. If holding the snake is part of your spiritual practice, press 2. If you don't remember why you're holding the snake, press 3. To return to the main menu, press 0.
Huh.
Welcome home. For historical sites along the Echo River. For different types of water, press 1. For different types of water, press 1. For the language of bats, press 2. For insects,
I want to dial that extension.
3. To return to the main menu, press
Ah.
5. Welcome home. For historical sites along the Echo
Oh, I think it was 7860 if I remember.
Guide to the river's flora and fauna.
Well, this is kind of interesting from a different standpoint. I appreciate the ability to put the receiver to left and right.
Press 4. To hear these options again, press 0.
But what if I want to go to the main menu again? I guess I just hang up.
For historical
Oops. Well, I'm at least partially amused. I appreciate the yellow stained phone. That kind of feels nostalgic in a way. Just that off-white plastic. It looks like something I would have had in my home as a kid.
This guide is a public service provided by the Bureau of Secret Tourism.
I wonder if there's secret extension numbers as well. I bet there's some in the game that I don't even realize. I could have probably even seen. Okay, give me the menu.
For a menu of our resources, press 1. If you have an extension to dial, press 9.
Oh,
For more information about our organization, press 3. Now is the time to dial an extension.
7860.
Now is the time
Oh, no.
to dial an extension.
I already forgot. 7680.
Now is the time to dial an extension.
Oh boy. Don't remember what the extension was. Oh no.
Now is the time to dial an extension.
Isn't it 7860?
For a menu of our resources, press 1. If you have an extension to dial, press 9. Now is the time to dial an extension.
Gosh, I thought it was 7860. Maybe something different.
All right then. Tell us why you can't sleep. When you're finished, press the 0 button.
Oh. Why can't I sleep? Okay, gosh, I guess I have a lot on my mind. I've been thinking about work a lot recently. I mean, at least recently, since applying for that new position, I'm worried I might not be as qualified, and I keep catastrophizing, thinking things will go way worse than they usually are. That's just my nature. I've also been very self-critical of myself lately, but I guess it's nothing new. I also have a toddler. He's the most important person to me in the world. And sometimes he has hardships that I can't really do much to help him. But I love him and I'll keep doing the best I can. And I'll try to be a better person for him. Sometimes he can't sleep, so I can't sleep. And I don't know how to help him, but I'll be there. But I don't think that was the extension I wanted. Anyways.
Welcome home. For historical sites along the Echo River, press 1. For a guide to the river's flora and fauna, press 2. For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3.
Well, let's do that.
For a catalog of subterranean birdsong, press 1. For help identifying something that's happening in the dark, press 2. If you are hearing organ music, press 3. To return, lucky you. Does it sound like this?
So, this is literally just playing organ music? Alright. What is going on with this? Yeah, this game is interesting. I'll give it that. I don't know if it's interesting to watch me be interested by it, but I can tell you I'm definitely amused. It's just trying to figure out the purpose of it. I mean, maybe we already figured it out. Maybe the purpose is to get Bob, Emily, and Ben to find their next point of tourism. Maybe this impacts where we meet them next or encounter them. Wow, this is going on for a while. A while. Okay. Huh. Okay, well, yeah. I hope you're doing good. I don't think I'll do this too much longer. I feel like this is just for fun. Probably doesn't impact the game as a whole. I guess while I wait for this to load, yeah, so,
to the Echo River for drifters and
So yeah, yesterday it was my son's cousin's birthday. We have some family friends. Let's call them Scott and Val. So Scott and Val, their daughter's birthday was yesterday, and they're very good close friends of ours, me and my wife, and
for a menu of our resources.
my son
If you have an
is very close to age. I think like a 3 to 4
for more
month
information
age
about
gap
our
between the two.
organization,
So
press 3.
it's nice that they hang out and play together, and it's super adorable watching them grow up together.
Press 5.
I want to get that extension again.
You don't remember dialing this number. You just
Yeah, the birthday was really good.
press to your
We arrived early. We helped set up.
other end.
Yesterday morning, we were gonna help.
You dial
Not help. We were gonna go blueberry picking, but we didn't do that.
or there's
It was
a faulty
way.
connection.
We woke up way too late. He was having a rough night, so
Web lattice of phone
we were
cords that
just trying to
covers all of creation.
help him out, and then we woke up too late, and then
Really.
traffic was really bad, so we didn't end up driving out of town
Bumped into
to
each
go
other
blueberry
on the
picking.
street
So
or a little
we just took it easy in the morning, and then sometime in the afternoon, headed there before.
You meet a stranger. Call us back at extension
Oh, 7864.
and hand them the phone.
Why did I
We'd
get it mixed
love
up?
to get to know you.
7864. Okay.
Welcome home. For historical sites along the Echo River, press 1.
All right.
For a guide to the river's flora and fauna, press 2. For help identifying an unfamiliar sound, press 3. If you're holding a snake right now, press 4. To hear these options again, press 0.
What if I want to get back to the main menu? Fine. Oh, anyways, yeah, the birthday was fantastic. Scott and Val did a wonderful job setting up and preparing. There was a kiddie pool. There was they had a family friend of theirs bring over some baby chicks and some goats. So it was kind of funny. Like lots of people brought their dogs, and then suddenly there was just goats in the backyard and some baby chicks in a cage, and super cute. It was puppy themed, which was very fun. I was tasked with drawing an illustration on a chalkboard. So that was the first time in a very long time I actually had done anything artistic. Art and me have a weird relationship recently. It's something I don't have time for these days. I guess there's a lot burdening my soul in that regard. I mean, I can basically tie it into this game. About 10 years ago, I was going to university.
Press 5. To hear these options again, press 0.
Oh, shucks. I wasn't paying attention.
For a menu of our resources, press 1. If you have an extension
There we
to
go.
dial, press 9. For more information about our organization, press 3.
Did I
If
push?
you don't remember dialing this number at all, press 5.
Is it 2?
To hear these options again, press 0.
Hmm? Wait, was it?
For a menu of our resources, press 1. If you have an extension to dial, press 9.
Oh, jeez, okay.
Now is the time to dial an extension.
7864?
Hello, stranger. What's the first thing you remember? When you're finished remembering, press the 0 button.
Can I tell you a story, guys? Or everyone? Everyone listening?
Hello, stranger. What's the first thing you remember? When you're finished remembering, press the 0 button.
My first memory.
Welcome home.
Oh, is that it?
For historical sites along the Echo River.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, I got an achievement here and there along the echo. My first memory, I know this is gonna sound weird, is I swear I remember nothingness. And the weird thing about memories is it's like you're remembering the last time you remember it, and then you start remembering it so many times it kind of gets diluted, and then you can't quite remember if it's the furthest thing you can remember, or you're just remembering a time you remembered something else. I know that sounds totally bizarre, but if I think hard enough, I swear one of my first memories is being like 4 or 5 and watching my older cousin play Mario is Missing on his Super Nintendo. It was downstairs. And I vaguely remember having a Raphael Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle toy from the toy line from the 90s cartoon. And I colored him all in red permanent marker and placed him in the freezer at the bottom of the stairs for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, good times. But I don't remember anything before being 4. Oh, no, that's not true. I think I remember watching my dad play. I think one time I had woken up in the middle of the night to see him, and I just wasn't. I guess I was having a rough night. So he just laid me next to him, and he was playing on his Super Nintendo. He was playing Super Ninja Boys or something like that, and I just remember him just being like a really tall dude, because he was. It's weird to think about, because I'm basically as tall as him now. But at the time, remembering this, I was like half his size, and yeah, I just remember the hum of the CRT TV and like the brightness of it, and just watching him play the Super Ninja Boys or something game on the Super Nintendo. And I thought it was the coolest thing. And then eventually I fell asleep. That's a game I'll revisit if I ever find out a way to play Super Nintendo games. Oh gosh, it's been 40 minutes. I've covered nothing in this game. I hope you're really entertained or having fun. We won't play too... I was gonna say we might not play too much later. Alright, that just threw me off for a second. Huh. Wonder who we are here. Manual 5.4 Context Backlash. General wear on the gestural gear mounting apparatus 57-1 may result in undesirable play between teeth in the context and history state machine gears, causing stuttering, slippage, resetting, skipping. Don't think I have a voice for Will. Well, should we make one? Oh wait, wasn't Will the guy on the phone? Yeah, he was, because I had subtitles on. So I guess he was the guy answering the phone? Well, unfortunately, I'm not really good at voices. I keep claiming my voices have some semblance to something else, but I realize it's just offensive to everyone, but I'm going to do them anyways. Well, it could be slippage. Well, the voice from the last chapter had a bit of a receiver kind of voice going on. If left unresolved, ear slop can gradually throw limbs out of alignment, blend motions, and decontextualize gestures. See also Section 1.8 General Troubleshooting and 5.3 Gesture Context. Troubleshooting. Okay. 1.8 General Troubleshooting. Technicians of sufficient talent and experience may skip this section. General troubleshooting techniques include leaving it alone, then returning later until the hue becomes apparent, pretending not to notice the problem, or hammering with something plastic. Maybe I ought to read it back to front. Ah, my savior. Our friend here is in a bad way. Any insight?
Time to put that mammoth out to pasture, Will.
Oh, I feel certain she's got a few trips left in her. If only she had a more capable surgeon. Sadly, mechanics are in short supply down here. I think the setting is too romantic. It scares them off. And what brings you down to the Echo tonight? Oh, some Junebug lore. Cool. Junebug's an interesting character that we know probably the least about, other than she seems to be a robot, and I guess maybe Johnny's a robot, and they've just tagged along.
Just tagging along.
Ha, that doesn't sound like you.
We dragged some folks to the show. Just returning the favor.
I'm sure your new friends appreciate the company. It's no shame to be lonesome. We picked you up at the bureau tonight. Never seen you that far upriver before. I hope that doesn't mean you've been traveling on the Zero.
Yeah. Have you been there? The Zero?
Oh no, not me. This old river rat steers clear of weird highways. I've been traveling this river for more than half my life, more or less alone. I think I've seen it change quite a bit in all those years, but I can't say for sure. The water has a peculiar way of making a person forgetful. Some nights I remember a place, but it's full of strange new people. And some nights I meet an old friend on an unfamiliar shore. I wonder which kind of night this is. Well, I guess they seem to know people. I look forward to painfully reviewing the footage and finding out how well I impersonated Will from that chapter. I think I like this game because the game's weirdness. Is it, I guess we're Shannon. Looks like we got a newcomer called Kate. Oh, this is cool. Oh, I love this. Oh, there's Blue. Oh, Bluey. Blue. Okay. I guess we're just walking around the boat. Oh, let's talk to Will again. Singing? Sure. I've already committed this far to all my voice shenanigans, for better and for worse. For we... I can't, especially for a fake voice. Now I'm gonna do it. For we on mold and whiskey fed and... Oh. Wet gears. Oh, that's a good question, Shannon.
Did you build this thing?
Ah, no. This thing's probably older than I am. Got some gray in her pelt. There. Calcium deposits, I guess. To be honest with you, I'm not really qualified for this work. Kate's a friend. You know how it is, don't you?
What's your story, Will?
Story? Well, I like to listen to them. I like to tell them. But I don't have one of my own. I also don't have a permanent address or pickup truck or any change of clothes. Oh, that's unfortunate. I wash my laundry in the river. In that moment, I'm truly free. I don't even have any shoes. Hey, I should tell you where I left my shoes. Did you know I'm a classically trained organist? It's true. Look at these long fingers and pedal-gripping toes. It doesn't matter. A minor in French literature earned me a position teaching Artaud to Zola, the university. Well, some governor cut state funding for a department, and I was demoted to mopping floors, running wiring through walls, or in dangerous places. I even operated the soundboard at the student theater. I left my shoes there at the university. It was a protest. Walk without shoes for something important or tragic. I ended up by the shore, and soon I was drifting along the Echo. It ran for a while above ground, then... It doesn't matter anymore. But I prefer subterranean waters, anyway. Kate brings me along. I record what I see and hear. I try to help with maintenance. I drop off the mail and pick up the trash. On occasion, I take the helm. Anyway, that's all I try to remember anymore. I listen to the river stories, and my own stories get fainter and fainter. Oh, you talk to Kate. Could you ask her when she stops for gas? Could she pick me up a scratch ticket? Thanks. Huh. Guess everyone else must be inside. I should probably whip up a voice mod voice for Kate here. Yep, I guess that's Kate. Well, on that note, why don't I do that? Oh. Why isn't it? Oh, there it is. Sorry, I was like, huh? The button's not working. I was just pushing the wrong button. Okay, 1 second.
Hey, how's that cold river spray treating you? I thought I saw you squinting. It's hard water, you know, hard on the eyes. It still irritates mine a little, and I'm piloting a tugboat through it 6 nights a week. Don't be too shy to close them in public. Your eyes, I mean. People will just assume you're thoughtful. You need tea. So, peppermint, definitely. Bitter hedgehog, dried spring, garlicus, split mule powder, and greenies go for it.
I mean, I have heard peppermint helps with, like... Well, I was gonna say nauseousness, but no. If she's squinting from the hard water of the literal water of the ocean spray, then that's different. Hard water is a term I have used, I've heard before. Someone was telling me one time I was staying at their place, oh, you gotta watch out, it's hard water. Hard water, I think, is something you want to avoid. I guess there's like slight traces of minerals in it, so you don't want to you don't want to wash your car in it, I think, is what they say. And some other things too. I think Could also be a pressure thing. I mean, I think it's more than just pressure. I think it's like a mineral thing. Oops. Ah, wrong button.
What are all those for?
Eye strain. Dried spring agaricus masked the taste of the rest of it. Greening Scofoot in particular has a eccentric flavor profile. It's mushroom based. I'm a big believer in the fungal pharmacy.
Is that your dog?
Yeah, that's Valkyrie. I call her Val. She's a rescue. Isn't she dignified? I've always thought so.
Very dignified.
I hope you enjoy our trip on our little mammoth. Take advantage of all the amenities. Fresh air, fuzzy bugs, hot tea, the video room. There are some pretty interesting tapes down there, actually. Unusual, I mean, weird. Watch out that the VCR doesn't take your hand out, though. It's untrustworthy.
What's wrong with the VCR? I could take a look.
Oh, please do. I don't know anything about electronics. Maybe try a few different tapes. You'll get the picture. I saw you talk to Will. He's an old friend. Don't be fooled by that burned out aura. He's a smart and kind man. I think his only vice is those silly scratch tickets. Speak of which, we're coming up on our next stop shortly. Refueling and pick up a few things. Oh, eyes on the road.
Hey, Ezra's here. Ezra's a little kid that I guess is tagged along with us because his parents are missing and his brother is a giant flying bird. Kentucky Route 0. Ezra runs up to Shannon.
Whoa, slow down. It's slippery up on deck.
Do you have batteries?
Yeah, of course. What for?
Johnny said I could use his tape recorder, but it needs a battery.
Oh, fun. Wow.
Shannon searches her pockets.
Here. 4 different kinds. Surely one of these should fit.
Thank you.
Oh. Well, again, I love how this game chooses to open up with silhouettes. Oh, is this our buddy Conway? Oh, this is interesting. A little bit wobbly. Musicians, Junebug, Johnny. Yeah, you can definitely see the robotic complexion. I don't know who this person is. Have we met them before? I swear before you didn't really notice how robotic they looked, but they're definitely looking pretty gray, that's for sure. There's also a cat. Can I also go up? I guess you can reach the top via these stairs here. Let's check how Conway's doing. Oh, his arm is, Oh, is he gonna he's slowly gonna turn into one of those people from the Hard Times distillery, I bet. Or this is just... yeah. Dead. It's unfortunate. I know I was going on some tangent about university stuff previously during that phone intercal chapter. I don't remember where I was going with it. Ah, no matter.
Really?
You were entranced. You don't remember this?
Oh, I don't have a voice for Clara here. 1 second. Okay, we're back. We are back. All right, let's hope this voice works out.
It's okay. We all see a lot of continents.
Serrano opened. His tape machine was broken or something. It got really cosmic.
At the flower shop. I remember that show. Sorry, Clara.
Well, you have a second chance to hear it tonight.
That was fast. Got the batteries? Let's see. Perfect. This one will do. So, you hit this button here to record. Hold it right here so you don't cover the microphone with your hand. I bet you'll find a lot of good sounds around. I bet you'll find a lot of good sounds just around the tugboat. There's plenty of tape in there, so don't be stingy with it. Just record anything that catches your ear. It really changes the way you listen. For the better, I mean.
Are you playing a concert tonight? I could record that. Yeah. Claire came all the way from Lithuania just to do this Echo River gig.
It's a tour. Tomorrow, I'll be in Nashville, and then Atlanta, and then over to the coast.
Brutal. Well, we're lucky she's making a stop. Johnny and I saw her play once, and I remember loving it. And Johnny was moved.
Think it's Serrano. It's his night at the rum colony. Kate said she usually stops off there.
Well, that's ideal. I'm supposed to meet a lady there to look at some old engine parts about 3 hours ago.
Three hours goes fast at the rum colony, ma'am. I bet she's still there.
I hope we don't stop there too long. My concert is soon. Don't want to keep them waiting.
Nah, it's river time. No one expects you to be punctual.
Hey, why don't you give the tape recorder a try? See if the cat over there has anything he wants to say.
I often use found sounds in my music. If you find some interesting sounds tonight, you can help me out.
Okay. Well, Ezra's just recording the cat, I guess. Kids doing kid things. I'm just zooming in just to see the cat. Oh, okay. And here's our boy Conway. So he's gonna take a step outside. We're gonna switch perspectives for a minute. And he's looking a little rough for wear. Whatever the metaphor is. Huh. You know, I am really enjoying this game and its story. It's a beautiful, weird game. You know, it's an odd game. There's a mammoth on the back of this tugboat for some reason, and we're in a subterranean river. The more people get in debt, they turn into energized skeletons for some reason. And I really hope everything works out for everyone in this story. Conway, Shannon, Weaver, if she's trapped. I don't know what's going on with her. And you know, I hope Ezra finds his family. It seems like Junebug and Johnny are doing okay, from at least what we can see from the surface here. You know, it's the strangest thing. I can't remember why I came up here.
Fresh air?
Maybe. It's homey in that cabin, though, and warm. It's just that thing about... What was it? When you walk through a door. You go into the kitchen for something, and as soon as you pass from one room into another, you forget what you wanted. You have to walk back out just to remember, like you left a part of your brain behind. Hey, I wonder if I could follow that brain crumb trail all the way back to the room I was born in. Conway cranes his neck over the railing. You were driving for hours. Get any sleep? Oh no, you found beer. I think it might be important to address it. It's interesting because Conway was such a blank slate character. Oh, he wasn't a blank slate character. He did the least amount of talking. Now we're getting to know him, and now he's talking quite a bit. I don't know, I find that perspective shift fascinating. I gotta address it as a friend.
You found beer.
There's a cooler full down there. They say it just floated by, if you believe that. Got caught on some netting. They hauled it aboard. Bounty. Anyway, there's a sign by the cooler. Take what you need, leave the rest. Shannon leans over the railing and looks at the river below. Yeah, I guess on the note of Conway, I feel like the more the story progresses, the more interesting of a character he's becoming. He's definitely got a history that you kind of glean as events go on. Shannon here, I think, is just trying to figure out where her cousin Weaver went, and just the mysteries involved in getting glimpses of her in machinery. Like, I think she said she saw her on the TV and she was trapped, and you know, Shannon thought she was dead. Now she's investigating it. And Conway here started the game wanting to do a delivery. And maybe it's a bit more complicated than that. Maybe he was an alcoholic. Maybe he loved Lysette, who's the wife of his boss. Maybe they had a thing once upon a time. He went away, came back, found out she was married, worked for her husband. His boss had a son with Lysette, who may have died because Conway was drinking. And then now he's drinking again. Possibly some sort of sobriety has been broken because we had to fix a silly computer.
Does look cold, doesn't it?
Yeah. Better keep that kid away from the edge. A person could easily fall in. He's been exploring.
Should I be worried?
I'm fine.
I was talking about Ezra.
It's good for him. It's important to know how to be alone. What's up, huh? Look like there's something you want to ask. Fine. You can ask it. One question.
Do you really have to work at hard times?
It didn't seem so bad, did it? It's a way to live. I mean, rent a bed, eat at the cafeteria. Not like I have a choice.
I think you do have a choice.
I've got to repay my debt. Hell, I should be grateful for the opportunity. If you want to die with any dignity, you got to settle up. That's why it's a damn shame when people go sudden. I know my voice keeps changing. And I know I keep using disclaimers saying, oh, I'm gonna do a country voice, and I'm just gonna offend anyone who has a natural, beautiful country cadence. You know, like a Western American, aka like Red Dead 2. I can't do it. I can't do any voices. I don't know who's talking here. I guess I'll just talk then. I'm sure I talk too much. Everyone in this river does. The problem is that we listen twice as much as that. We're only telling you half of the stories we hear. Kate told me I ought to have been a photographer. She said, you have an uncanny way of having been in the place at the time of the thing happened there, and that's the hardest part of taking a photograph. Anyway. Nice of her to say, but it isn't true. Though I know just about every story on this river, most of them I've picked up second, third, or fourth hand, and so on. Listening, see? Now, I know what you're gonna ask, so I'm gonna answer it. Yes, I'm sure they're all true. I personally believe a story gets more true as it's tossed around from brain to brain and the whole community brings their insight to bear on the brittle facts of the experience. There are a few Echo River stories I witnessed directly. I saw that big owl migration pass through. You might have heard about that. I was there when the old train station flooded. I saw the ghost of Stephen Bishop brew up a batch of white lightning on a raft. Or, anyway, I talked to a few sailors who recently crossed paths with him, and, I suspect, sampled his wares. One night, when I was working on the Mucky Mammoth, we picked up a gaggle of passengers headed down to a mail drop by the silo of Late Reflections. I knew a couple of them in passing. A pair of traveling musicians who I often encountered on the river. The others were strangers to me at the time. A young woman, a small boy, and an old man whose name I didn't catch. Oh, and a smelly old dog. We docked at a gas station so the mammoth could refuel. I guess we're talking as Will, the guy without... guess we're talking as Will, the guy without the shoes, who I think was the narrator of that last chapter, the integral chapter with the phone, only because I turned on subtitles. So, yeah. I'm gonna say Ezra. Ezra followed Junebug and Johnny into the gas station. Oh. And you get to interact. Cool. Neat. Yeah, I'm playing this game. It's interesting because I know I keep mentioning it vaguely. It just makes me think about when I first played this game 10 years ago. I was just graduating university and I had known so many people, and then, you know, I guess even that tangent there, or that story about people in passing. Some of the people I'd meet in university, you know, stay in touch for a while, but eventually just all drifted away. Sometimes I would bump into them passing, either at a grocery store or lining up to grab mail. Sometimes I wanted to say hello, but, you know, I never succeeded what I was aiming for, so I just didn't know what to say. You know, like, hey, I went to university and it didn't work out like I planned. That's okay. I feel like in some ways I'm precisely where I need to be. Even if it wasn't where I expected I would be 10 years ago. Anyways, let's continue. I'm getting a little weird. I am weird. That's just how I am. Anyways. That's right. I say anyways. This game is teaching me that you say anyway, but I'm saying anyways. Gas station on the water. That must be interesting.
We cut it close. I usually find this place upriver. Everybody's on the lake tonight.
The gas station moves around.
Sure. It's not anchored or anything. Could be anywhere up and down the echo. You just kind of run into it when you need it. Or hopefully a little before you need it. I usually stop here once a night. Though, to be honest, I'm not sure it's even the same one. It doesn't have a name or anything. And I never really pay attention to who's behind the counter. Anyway, it's nice to see you too. Most of my regular passengers must have gotten held up elsewhere in their journey tonight. It's that storm, I think. Look at him go. That kid has a lot of energy. It's gotta be past his bedtime or something, right?
I don't think he has a bedtime. He's a maverick.
Sounds familiar. You don't have any of your own, I mean. No, I guess not. I just realized. You two come through here so often. We chat about all kinds of stuff. But I never thought to ask. No family.
I wonder if these are the gentlemen we saw earlier, chapter 1. We saw 2 men dragging a plane down the freeway. Or the highway, I mean. Could be. Huh. What a strange sight. They could have stopped for fuel if they needed it, but I guess they got other pressing matters to attend to. Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna find out about Junebug and Johnny here. So I appreciate how you can just kind of zoom in. If there wasn't a text box, this would be like the perfect screenshot.
We're all the family we need.
That's sweet. So, how about that storm upstairs? Did you two get caught in it? I heard it kind of roamed around. Uncertain. I'm sure we'll hear all about it tomorrow. Flooding, property damage, probably killed a few tomatoes. It's got the river churning and everyone headed to the lake here, where the water's calmer. I myself don't mind navigating a choppy river. Not at all. I've got a good feel for it. Plus, it's better for fungal growth. Eye water consumes a cave moth, and their wet wings clump together into these little balls of nutrient-dense mushroom food, jammed by current here and there between the rocks. I have never seen a mushroom grow like on a solid cave moth carcass. Amazing. I could get a day off. Val and I would be out there all day tomorrow to harvest. I mean it. I'll be ready by tomorrow. A mushroom will grow just as fast as you can pump water into it. Hey, are you two headed out this way tomorrow? Maybe I could send Val ashore with you for a few hours. She's got a remarkable nose for mushrooms. You wouldn't even need to know what to look for. Put a bag around her neck, and she'll just bring them back to you.
Yeah.
We don't know where we'll be tomorrow.
I should have figured. Seems you two are always on the move.
It does seem that way.
So, I should get back on board. No rush. I just want to brew some tea before we get underway. Headed into the station?
Thought I'd grab some black coffee for the old man. He's looking a bit waterlogged.
Sure. The one I'm falling asleep on you. He'll be alright. He seems like the type who can hold his liquor. Seems like he has a little experience. I mean... Hey, while you're in there, you remind the gas station attendant his fuel is on my tab. Charged to the Mucky Mammoth. Oh, and Will wanted a scratch ticket. Thanks.
I think I'll just watch the lake for a bit, man.
Yeah, what an interesting little crew of people we have together. I wasn't commenting on it because I was using voice mod, but I saw a dude using a table as a boat. I thought that was pretty funny. What is that? Oh, that's a boat? Yeah, it's a little sailboat. Didn't notice it at first. Do we know who that person is? I don't know. They almost look familiar. If we can say hello, maybe they're gonna fuel up. Maybe not. I wonder if we'll find out a bit more about Johnny and Junepug here, because there's robots in this setting, I guess, too. Wonder how that works. Looking for crystals?
Why do you assume I'm looking for crystals?
We got them on sale. All kinds of folk come in here looking for crystals. There's a few over there with milky white shocks through the middle, like you caught a piece of a cloud. People seem to like those a lot. Yep. Popular crystals. You work on the mammoth? I can add it to your tab.
Oh, you know the tugboat? The captain, he said I have to remind you.
Sure. You're here every night. It's okay. I have one of those faces. Forgettable.
I wouldn't say that.
It's okay. I've learned to accept it. In fact, I've learned to cherish it. There's dignity in being forgotten, letting the crowd flow over you unspoiled. I used to live in a city. I mean a real city. Cleveland, Ohio. I had some family money then. I didn't have to work. I lived in hotels. In daylight, I walked wherever the people were. My only duty was to the crowd. I was its observer, its historian, its detective, its poet. Well, the money ran out, and I dispersed with the rest of them. Took my duties with me here, to Lake Leth and the Echo River. I lived behind this counter, anonymous, invisible. But I live with dignity. And yourself?
Sure, something like that. I like to keep moving.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. I can't help it, myself. I travel at the pleasure of the current. We keep all the crystals on that shelf over there. Buy one, get one free, of equal or lesser symmetry.
At Floodwater watched you halfway up out to sea. I was looking for you down by New Coningsburg. Same as usual, but ain't nobody there. The river's deep as an elephant's. Oh, and see you there, ma'am. Pardon my language.
Where are you headed?
Well, in fact, I'm headed right here. Glad to have found it at last. I expect you must be Loretto. Enchanted to meet you. Sorry I'm late. Hey, is that coming on too far or something? Enchanted. Repeating it now. I feel a little silly.
I got Loretta. Violet, I think you'll do fine with Enchanted.
Well, thanks for saying so. But now I'm double embarrassed.
Do I look like her?
To be truthful, I couldn't tell you. I met Loretta on the computer. We met each other there, or I guess we spoke through the computer and agreed to meet. I don't know the terminology. I haven't dated in quite a while. Back when I met Greta, that's my wife. Excuse me, my ex. Or maybe I'm her ex. I don't know how to say it. Anyway, back when there wasn't even such a thing as computers at all. I mean, I guess there probably was, but I never heard of one. I worked in textiles. So here I am.
Do you work out with Greta?
She left me. Sure, I can't blame her. Hell, I guess I probably missed her. I wonder if she'll agree to meet me again.
I'm sure she'll understand. With the weather and all.
Nice of you to say so. Well, I guess I'll head on back. Supposing Loretta doesn't want to see me after all.
My card is full.
Oh, sorry. That's not what I meant. Actually, I wanted to ask you for some advice. I had to type up a sort of autobiography for the computer date, and I spent a lot of time on it, but I only got one reply. And that was Loretta herself. I was happy to meet her, but supposing she's lost interest now. Do you think you can maybe give me some feedback? It's only a paragraph or so. I have it all memorized. I spent so long writing it. Okay, here's how it goes. I'm a good-natured man, retired, and spend most of my time sailing the Echo River, riding currents of subterranean gas and that strange invisible wind that moans out of the small tunnels along the bank. Seeking a companion to map the river with me, I have 2 grown children, but they live far away. No goofballs. Okay. What do you think?
Well, I think at least it's honest. You mentioned you have kids? Yeah, be honest, be straightforward. You don't want to date someone and then bring up, hey, I have kids, by the way. Maybe, what would Junebug ask? I don't know.
What's that about? Goofballs.
I mean, like, serious inquiries only.
You might miss out on some really great goofballs.
You might be right about that.
Why mention your children?
Oh, I figure it'll come out somehow. I don't know how people feel about dating with kids. Like I said, it's been a while.
Are you proud?
Yeah, I sure am. My son is a school teacher and my daughter owns a printing press. Good people. Yeah, maybe I just mentioned it there, hoping who did ask to brag a little.
You'll be fine.
Alright. Thanks for your help, man. Really renewed my confidence. I'm ready to get back on that computer. You have a good night now. What's left of it, anyway.
Guess this episode is running kind of long, isn't it? A neat little interaction. Kind of reminds me of this random time. Yeah, you just meet people in passing, and sometimes, I don't know, you just remember these moments, I guess. No, I just remember, you know what? I don't need to go on a tangent. Let's just enjoy the game for a bit.
Mushroom hunting, huh? I'd like to try my hand at mushroom hunting. I bet I'd be pretty good at it. So, you like to ride with us for a day? I bet you would. We're good company. Maybe we can still talk her into it.
The crystals are rough, dirty, some are damp. It must have come out of the river. I feel like crystals is kind of your typical, whatchamacallit, traveling souvenir. Whenever I've gone on road trips and stopped at like those local, kind of rest stop areas. Well, I say local, I mean local to like a touristy type of area or along a highway or whatever. Not like your typical gas station, but one that has a little bit more going on for it. Maybe has like a little bit of a restaurant attached to it. At like pit stop or rest stop, I mean. Yeah, sometimes you just see like trinkets like that, and I occasionally have seen, crystals and alien magnets come to mind. Those two like oval shaped magnets that clack together.
Johnny seemed distant. He was excited about Kate's doll, too.
Junebug tried to scrape some green algae off a larger specimen, examining it for the cloudy inner formation the attendant said was so popular.
Would you like to travel with one more?
Hank, you. And a few numbers are woven through the algae.
Maybe best just to ask him what's on his mind.
This isn't algae at all. It's a decayed plastic bag caught on the rock. Gross. You didn't even clean it, you just tossed it on the shelf and trying to sell it. Hey, maybe Azure doesn't find his parents, but maybe Johnny and Junebug adopt him. That'd be kind of cool. Let's talk to Johnny, see how he's doing.
What's that?
It's a crystal. I bought it for you.
Wow. Thank you, man. Hey, can you hold on to it for a minute? I'm going to look around inside. Wish me luck.
Good luck.
Huh?
What's going on here? Why is it... Are we waiting for this other stranger to come on board? I've never actually walked around as Johnny before. I don't think so anyways. What's going on? Well, I think my game might have glitched out on me. I don't have a mouse interface. Unusual. Did we like somehow soft lock it? I'm gonna try to plug in my controller here. Sometimes you can control stuff with this. No? Okay. Well, I guess technical difficulties. Interesting. Unfortunate. I'm not sure what happened. I was moving around slightly as him, and then this guy loaded in, and then the game froze, and something tells me I need to be in line. So, it must be glitching out. Oh well, hopefully if I quit and come back, it won't have too much of an issue. But you know what? I think we'll end it for today. So, hey, thanks for tuning into this long, rambly episode of mine as we continue Kentucky Route Zero. I'm liking it. Definitely a mood, definitely a vibe. Definitely does something to my nostalgia whenever I think about how I first played this 10 years ago. And then I compare it to today. But I like it. It's a good game. It's definitely interesting. Okay. Well, fortunately this game's crashed, or not crashed. Not really much else I can do at the moment, so I guess next time, hopefully we can continue our story. If not, I can always restart the chapter, but hopefully we don't have to do that. But anyways, hey, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a good day, afternoon, or evening. Thanks for hanging out here, listening to me do terrible voices, using voice mod. And yeah, just listening to me go on tangents here. I appreciate it. Well, until next time, take care of yourself. I'll see you later.